Titan Heating and Air.
Hi guys, I'm Sergio with Titan Heating and Air. Today I'm going to talk to you about the process of recovering refrigerant. Now in this instance, this is an old system we took out, so we're going to go ahead and recover the R22 from the system, and I'm going to show you how to do that. First things first, you want to make sure you have a recovery machine. Next is a set of gauges. Of course, you're going to need a recovery tank, a scale, one extra hose. I'm going to show you guys how to pull a quicker recovery with Schrader core remover. And then also another thing that I like to do is I like to put a filter dryer on it. That way I put clean refrigerant into the tank. And if you are putting the refrigerant back into the system, you want to make sure that you have clean refrigerant. So I'll show you guys how to do that here in just a sec. All right guys, this recovery tank here, this is a 50-pound tank. And on the top here, it'll have a tera weight, we'll say TW. And this one is 28 pounds even. So what that means is this is how much it weighs dry, empty. When they give it to you from the supply house, this is how much it weighs. Now, in a 50-pound tank, you're able to do up to 80% refrigerant. So that's about 40 pounds of refrigerant. So total weight that you can put in this tank is 40 pounds of refrigerant plus the tera weight of 28 pounds. This tank, the total pounds will be 68 pounds total. So check with your local supply houses. In this instance, this is R22 that we will be recovering. Different supply houses will take it. Some will even pay you for it. So go ahead and check with your local supply houses on that. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and put our gauges on. All right, now for the filter dryer, the arrows are going to the machine. So we'll go ahead and put that on. All right, now this hose is going to go from the machine to the tank. So we'll go ahead and hook this up. Now we're going to hook up from the recovery machine to the tank. Now you're going to have two ports. You're going to have a vapor and a liquid side. Now whatever you're pulling, vapor or liquid, you're going to put in one of these ports. Remember that the liquid side does have a tube that goes all the way down to the bottom. So if you are putting vapor in there, the vapor is going to be hard for it to come back because it's got to go through the liquid to come back up through the tank. So we're going to go ahead and put it in the vapor. Now when you're recovering vapor, the vapor is just going to hang out up here on top. And it's okay if you put liquid through the vapor side because the liquid will just fall to the bottom of the tank. So we'll go ahead and put that on. Now I mentioned to you to pull a fast recovery, you should use a Schrader core remover. In this particular setup, this model, I normally would put two Schrader core removers on here, but the liquid side, it's blocking me. So we're going to go ahead and pull from one side, which is the suction. So we'll go ahead and remove the Schrader core. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and close that off. That way, from this port, we're going to access the refrigerant. And then from our charging hose, we're going to go to the recovery machine. And again, arrows are going up to the unit. Now what I like to do is I like to open up the low side here. If we were pulling from both, we'd open up the high and the low. But in this case, we're only going to open up the low side. Now the low side is going to pull refrigerant from my manifold up to this point here. And I'm going to go ahead and open it just to let any air that's inside the hose, to let that air out before it goes into my machine. We'll go ahead and open this. And we'll go ahead and open the high side as well. Now that we have our tank closed, again, we're going to push all the air to this point here to let all of the air out of the system. So we want to make sure we have clean refrigerant going inside the tank. So now that we have that all set, we'll go ahead and turn the system on and start pulling the refrigerant out of the system. Now you also want to make sure that you turn on your scale and you weigh your charge into the tank. Alright guys, as you can see, we're already in a negative vacuum here. So we pulled all the refrigerant out, so we'll go ahead and close this here. We'll go ahead and close this. Close this. We'll go ahead and close the tank off. Alright guys, and that's how you complete recovery from a system. So now we'll just go ahead and disconnect everything. Alright guys, and that's how you properly recover refrigerant from a system. I hope you found this video informative. Please be sure to leave a comment down below. Please also subscribe, like, and follow to all of our social media. And as always, I'm Sergio with Titan Heating and Air.